my stamping friends, this is Oksana from funstamper.com, and right now is Wednesday, 6 p.m. Guess what time it is? Time for Funky Wednesday. That's right, every Wednesday this time I come to you at the same time and show you some unusual folds or some unusual technique. Folds are absolutely my favorite, so this is what I plan to concentrate on. So let me give a second to make sure that you guys jumping in. I still don't see my video in the feed. Just wait a minute, and I have so much to tell you. I'm just like, my head is spinning. I wonder if I could really stamp straight. All right, I do see the video. Let me zoom it so I could see the comments. If you're watching me, please say hello. Hi, I see Sherry, you're watching. Thank you so much. All right, so today I'll give you a preview, but then we chat a little bit because I need to tell you. I mean, I didn't have nobody to talk to about it yet because I was so busy. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna make 3 cards. This is just my prototype, and I'm crafting for Easter. But what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna take easy gatefold card and make it 3 different ways. So this is a normal gatefold that we often do. So this is gatefold with belly band, right? Then you open and you have a little bit something inside, but it's belly band. So gatefold is folds as a gate. Then other version, and I know some people, I think Cherry, you're one of them, that when you remove belly band, kind of card become kind of plain, right? So how do we play on that? So here is the same way, but instead of belly band, you add the panel to one of the sides. So this is second way. And a third way, this is a fold I recently saw and I wanted to recreate. So it has 3 panels, looks like this, and when you open, those panels kind of interchange. But the basic is the same, it's a gatefold card. So we're gonna do this today. We're not gonna use the Easter one. Again, like I mentioned, I was just practicing with my prototype. I'm just gathering ideas. We're gonna use my suite that I am actually featuring this week and probably like last couple weeks, and I had a class and it was adorable cards. This is Regency Park, and Regency Park has 2 bundles. I did see new catalog. It took forever for the catalog to load, and I didn't really look at it that much because I have dentist appointment. I know how I could have dentist appointment when catalog went live, but I just didn't think about when I schedule. Obviously I didn't know about catalog, and last couple of weeks I actually could not change it, otherwise they just so booked. You kind of need to go with what you have. I'm really happy that both bundles are carrying over, but they will not be a bundle. So if you like them, you will pay full price, meaning you will pay for dies and for stamp set. So my suggestion is, if you like them, here is a closer look, then you buy them by May 1st and you will still have a discounted price. So this is really cool. So as I mentioned, I did see new catalog and it was awesome. And I'm gathering my supplies. I think we're losing 11 colors. Still need to get my head around it. I'm kind of sad about 2 colors. So Suede I use quite a lot. It's my favorite brown. So I'm kind of bummed a little bit. Pear Pizzazz I use as I need softer green. So those 2, I guess I'm most sad about it. But I will post later and we're gonna kind of reminiscing about some colors. But colors that coming back and that coming instead, it's such a nice, soft, bright, fresh, I shouldn't say soft, I should say fresh color. It just like, I love them all. I just wanna, now I'm so excited, I could just not even think straight. I just wanna, now I wanna all new stuff. Never gets old, right? So, but I will probably, after we finish Facebook Live and I do a couple chores, because life is life. We need to do some things as well for living, for home. And then I will go ahead and sit down with my laptop and kind of soak it in, see what's retired, what not retired, what's happening. All right, so we're gonna do, I also did those cards as a prototype and I'll show you. But this is the supplies we're gonna use. So I'm using the entire suite, Regency suite, plus a paper. So I wanted to feature that one as I mentioned, it's gonna be featured bundle. Featured bundles this week. I post a bunch of free projects. I also had a class 10 days ago. It was amazing cards. Everybody loves them. I have tutorial available and a video on this card, and all three of them are funky folds. If you attend the class, you could request a tutorial complimentary. If not, it's basically you could see it in the store. Hi, Connie. Nice to see you. All right. So ready? So we're gonna do a gate fold 3 ways. All right. So I'm not sure which kind of supplies I'm gonna use. So I pick 2 colors. Are they staying? Now it's funny. I'm gonna be telling you all the time. It's like, okay, this is going, this is staying, this is going. So balmy blue and petal pink. These 2 colors that coordinates with this suite of product. We're actually gonna make 3 cards. So let's just score those 3. And then we'll see if I decided to change the card base, we can. So all of the cards is your standard 5.5 by 8.5. So it's exactly the same. And we're gonna score all of them the same way. So you position in your scoring tool. You could use your Stampin' Up! Cutter. But what I do, I position it at 2 1/8 and I score it. Then I flip it and do 2 1/8 again. So we're making just easy Z-fold. Oh, not a Z-fold. Gatefold. Z-fold we did last week. And it was really popular. People loved my Z-fold. So 2 1/8 on both sides. And this is your standard gatefold. Okay. Let's just address the easy ones that we kind of used to make, that require less pieces of paper. So let's just take those 2, and as I mentioned, they all will be the same. And we're gonna fold them like so. And both of them, we will decorate the front flap with designer paper. I really like to add extra piece of layers. So it's not just only 2 layers. I always like to add a little bit more, either white or color. So let's see which designer paper I cut for those. So for this one, we score, remember, 2 1/8. So your first layer will be 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. So let's look at this one. And this is gonna be my white. I decided to go with white with the pattern that I chose. And then second layer will be a little bit smaller. So it's gonna be 1 3/4 by 5 1/8. I like small borders, and this is what I always do. And it's exactly the same for the second card. So it's kind of cool that you could make both of those cards at the same time. This one, I'm just doing matching one. I like this subtle colors. This is pretty too, but I don't know. I like those geometrical, softer patterns. So exactly the same. Measurement is going to be posted on my blog on Friday. So we're going to go ahead and do them both. Hi, Jean. Thank you for watching. Today, I could not stop. I'll show you another set of cards that I created. And it's for my club members. I just sent the club package a couple days ago. So I think people started to get them. Because I already have designer paper and some bling and some other consumables, I give them all months long some ideas how to use those and create different cards. So it's much easier. And that one, Hello Resistible, I just love the paper. Stamp set is super cute. Unfortunately, dice are on back order, but you could do so much with paper. I'll show you in a little bit. All right, so we're gonna decorate our gatefold. Super simple. And I also like that it's using smaller strips of paper. So if you're using 6x6, sometimes you just cut, for example, 4-inch piece, and then you have some leftovers. That smaller strip, like the 2 inches, will be perfect for this fold. Also, this fold only uses half sheet of paper, and sometimes if we do belly bands, that is a little bit extra to decorate, but it's nothing different, nothing much, right? You don't need like 2-3 pieces of paper. All right, so far easy enough, right? Okay, that we're gonna do some stamping. And we're gonna decide which one gonna be, we're gonna use belly band, my standard gatefold, and which one will have kind of decoration on a side. So when the card is open, it's kind of not naked. So for that piece, for one of those pieces, I got 3x4 piece, then another layer, 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then 1/8 inch smaller white. So this one or this one? I think I like, let's just do this one. I think I like that color, but we're gonna do a little bit of stamping. I glue the layer, and we're gonna use one of the colors that's gonna retire. I know a lot of people were hoping that Soft Succulent is the color that they're gonna bring back, and they don't. Oh, Fresh Freesia is coming. Imagine. I'm so happy that Fresh Freesia coming. So I hope I didn't freeze. All right. So we're gonna use on that smaller piece of paper, we're gonna use the Petal Park. It's 2-step stamping. I love that 2-step stamping. And we're gonna use how it's intended with, you could see my well used. I use it for class, and then I end up using it for my wine shop. I believe I use it for 2 cards. So I'm using it all months long. If you have a photopolymer stamp, you kind of leave it alone and then pick it up. And kind of leave it alone and pick it up. I didn't have a problem till this day, so we'll see. That stamp set, when you're gonna stamp, it's not symmetrical, so I kind of look for those 2 doodads, and here's the one, so I know how to position them. We're gonna use Shaded Spruce. It's staying. So I guess if it will be retired, I would not be super upset, but you know, during Christmas is really cool color. I use it during Christmas, but yeah, right now with this sweetest coordinates. So I'm gonna stamp here. Beautiful outline, and we will use Soft Succulent to fill it in. Like I said, 2 doodads, 1 doodad. I may need to stand up. All right, let's see. What color are you hoping to get in the catalog? See, I told you I'm not going to be able to do things straight because I'm just too excited about it. it's not. Probably either I didn't position it properly, but we will improvise. I possibly didn't position the first stamp properly, so I kind of could put it like that and pick it up and stamp it one more time. I'm just like thinking what's on pre-order, which color we could get into. I'm already thinking about my catalog launch party. It's gonna be hard to wait till next week to get all the stuff. And let's get a sentiment. So this stamp set doesn't have a sentiment, but Sentimental Park has. So we're gonna use, I use a lot of thank you, and I'm gonna use my thanks. Well, used in stamp sets. I like when I use stamp set multiple times, and I wanted to come back to it. Let's see if it's gonna fit. Probably should have started with stamp set. I told you, today will be interesting. All right. Thanks. Let's see where I'm going with that. Other cards, I do have things pre-stamped, so hopefully it's gonna go a little bit faster. But if you don't mind hanging out with me, I'm always happy to see my friends. We're not always able to stamp in person, but I'm happy you're watching me live and commenting and saying hi, and it's always nice to see familiar faces. All right, we're gonna punch the flowers. It's one of my favorite use of the punch, actually, is to use it for punching flowers. I chose one of the DSPs, petal pink on one side, so I have a little bit of texture. And you use either glue dots. Let me use glue dots, gonna dry faster. Probably you could use bone folder. They're just so cool when you layer 3 flowers. They're all different when you stamp, and it gives a different dimension to the project, but they are really beautiful when layered together. Yeah, I'm not sure if I don't see any comments in my video. On my computer is freezing for some reason, so hopefully you guys don't have problem watching me. All right. If you have this suite, or if you plan to buy this suite, check my blog, funstamper.com. I do have, I think already 2 posts were posted. One is posting later today, and this one gonna be posted on Friday, so you could have plenty of ideas. It's one of the flowers pre-cut with a soft sentimental park as well. So we're gonna do that. All right, and I'm not gonna make you wait until I stamp more, so we're gonna just assemble. I did stamp, this is my little wonder box, so I do have some additional items, like a bunch of pieces pre-stamped, to see what I may want to use. Sometimes I just, like for class, I cut extra pieces, like extra cardstock, and then instead of kind of putting in my other pile, or I just stamp and have those flowers later to use. Let's get some dimensionals. And I'm gonna put the rest, those flowers, with dimensionals. We're gonna add bling, and we're gonna have our first card done. So this is kind of off center, so it's not our normal with belly band card, but it's also super effective way to use that gatefold. So something different. Obviously you could just put cardstock and put things in the middle, but it's slightly different when person opens it. I guess it gives little wow factor. Okay. So see that now I'm still debating. What do you think? Because I have another one. It's all done already. I'll show you. And I wanted to put it to the belly band, but I don't know. I think it's pretty like that or like that. Choices. Okay, we're gonna go with this one to kind of have matching. So the easiest way to put your one-dimensional here kind of in the middle, then you're gonna put 3 dimensionals on the left side. 1, 2, 3. Little stop signs will be everywhere in my house. And we're gonna put this one here. So let's add some bling. It's this irresistible rhinestones, and they are carrying over. I'm happy. It's one of my staples. I think champagne one didn't carry over. I need to go and look. I always look, which ribbon I kind of use, or which ribbon more neutral that I can use. Because you need to have a bling and you need to have a ribbon that could match a lot of projects. So we're gonna put it here. And on this one, see, there's no ribbon, but hey, it's not evening yet. I may still be able to do it. So what do you think? It's our regular, we will decorate inside, but this is our regular gatefold with a panel. So it's super easy. Can somebody tell? So Diane, you said you cannot hear me, so I wonder if anybody else have a problem. Nobody else telling me otherwise, so I'll just keep rolling with that. And so other one, exactly like we did our gatefold. And for this one, we're gonna use a belly band. And a belly band, I just do 1.5 inch strip, and I cut 3 colors because I don't know which one I'm gonna use. Probably will end up using blue one. And I don't even score. I kind of put this piece. You could do probably 1 score, but then you just wrap it around and kind of don't do it too tight, so you could still move it. Let's see if it's moving. So to add a little bit to the texture, I'll go ahead and stamp some flowers. So those big flowers, my stamp set is completely off the block. And I'm gonna stamp it in balmy blue, only the front section. Hi Stephanie, we miss you, girl. I did post a class last night. I know some of you already registered. It's next Friday and Saturday. So I still have, seems like Friday will sell out versus Saturday, which is kind of interesting. But I still have a couple spots left. So if you're interested, go check it out. All right. And the easiest way, what I find out how to attach it, I always do a strong adhesive, so tear tape is the one for me. So I do, and it doesn't matter, and I like to have a seam up on front, so on the back it's kind of nice and neat. And I do one of the pieces kind of from inside, and another piece I'm gonna do here. All right. And it's here. So this is your second way to do your gatefold. The card that just scored at 2 1/8 on both sides. And like I mentioned, I did have this piece pre-stamped, so not for you to wait. And we're gonna put it here, and we're gonna put it with dimensionals as well. Add a bling. I will add a sentiment. I'll show you what I normally do for sentiment for such a kind of bigger centerpiece. So you could use any smaller strip of paper. I'm still kind of trying to figure out, I think this is good enough. And I do that sanding dies, kind of cut one like this, but it could be, you know, other one as well. So there's a couple things that you could stamp. Sentiment. But maybe I'll add it later. I know that stamp set has something like you are amazing. Happy birthday, obviously, always good. Let's just do you are amazing. And you'll have the sentiment here. Your graduation. It's hard to read, it's like pretty small. Okay. Find another block. And we will stamp it, and Knight of Navy. So, I wanted to kind of give you some backgrounds. They were talking at Leaders Group. We had a special video, and they were telling, you know, kind of why specific colors retire, and so on and so forth. So obviously, many times it's based on sale, right? And they gave us a really interesting statistic. They were saying, do you know which color is the least bought? So probably look through designer paper and ink pad and, you know, kind of through multiple pieces. Can you guess which color in United States? No, basically in North America. And actually in North America, it's rich raspberry. And I think it's kind of true. I don't really use that color that much. Since I get fresh freesia and some other purples, I really like it when it actually was Salt Suede Rich Raspberry combo. This is what I fell in love when I first tried Stampin' Up products. But since they came back, I didn't really use them. And in Europe, it was Mango Melody. I also didn't really use that much, interestingly enough. Number one color that is used in North America is Real Red. Isn't that interesting? And in Europe, it's Crumb Cake. Kind of more natural tones. All right, I guess we will attempt to have a ribbon. I think I already make a bow. Let's see. So either blue or this one. We'll go for gold. So this ribbon, same, I didn't analyze. I know it was on carryover list, so probably retiring, I wonder. But this is also my staple. That's what I use. What I have, and I don't really know what to use. All right, so what do you think? So this is the second card. So first, second, right? This is your standard gatefold. And then now we're gonna do our third card. Let's see how that one will turn out. So for the third card, and this is that type of fold. So this is one that I didn't put inserts yet. So it opens slightly different. So let's see which supplies. Monica, you pick on my blouse. Yeah, I love this one, but for some reason didn't wear it for some time. All right, let's see which supplies we need for this card. So this is obviously slightly different strips. Let me find it. Oh, I already pulled it. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to have, and this one we're gonna do blue. I did pink, but we're gonna do blue. So see, the same gatefold, right? So you score paper the same way, but you end up with completely 3 different cards. So we will need to have 3 pieces that are the same, 4 inches but by 1/5/8. Okay, and designer paper is 1.5 by 3/7/8. So it's cool because you could actually have like 5 pieces from 6 by 6. So it goes long way. Or you get 4 and then you have 2-inch strip for something else. So let's just glue them and I'll show you. This one you need to kind of think how you glue it. It's pretty easy, but I did mess up on one of my cards. I was just gluing and like, I don't know, didn't really, I guess, dreaming about new colors. So this one, so just glue it, small border. It's actually really pretty if you have specialty designer paper and paper has like little shimmer, or you could take one of those glittery papers, not glittery, but like shimmery papers that Stampin' Up! Has, and you could emboss them. It's so beautiful. But I'm going with this Regency Park, and this is what I decided to do. So, have to glue it. Again, super simple. You just kind of need to pay attention. And I do it with my wet glue. Just apply it kind of to the half. And I apply to left side. Doesn't matter with this one, but if you have like directional paper and you position it on top and have equal borders, you do exactly the same on the left side on this piece, and you do it on the bottom, leaving exactly the same border. Okay, and then this one you're gonna glue it on the right side. So halfway, and like so. So that's a base of your gatefold. You kind of let it dry, fold it really nice, and this is your base fold. What do you think? Is it a little bit different? So let's just quickly decorate, and I will show you a couple more pieces, and then you know why I'm rushing, right? I want to go and look in the catalog. I'm just so excited, ladies. You have no clue. You know what? Let's just put this thing in the middle. The trick is, and what I kind of figured out, because I thought, oh, I'm gonna do like tulips, big tulip and something, no, or big daffodil. You really need to make sure that when you open, see how those kind of, you wanted to make sure that your design is not on the way. So you wanted to make sure that whatever you decorate that middle panel, it's not gonna pass, not gonna go on top of other panels. So this is what I discovered. So as I mentioned, I use a lot of thank you cards. So I'm gonna do another thank you. Sherry, you see, I never did this fold. I came across recently, and I actually was one of the stamp sets that I ended up buying. We're gonna do this fold in my wine class. I already decided. I already know which stamp set I'm gonna do. I like when I basically do something here for you ladies. I also showing you in live classes that it's not that complicated and easy to make. So let's see how we're gonna be decorating. And I have no plan yet how I'm decorating it, so we're gonna wing it. So how about we're gonna do thank you here, and then we're gonna just do I kind of like this blue flower. It's really pretty. Yeah, this one, it's kind of, you need to have a plan which stamp set and so to put, otherwise it could be a little bit too big. And I think too, what I'm probably will try next time, make sure that that pattern maybe not that busy, right? Otherwise it's harder to decorate. Maybe we just go for simple. Once in a while, simple is good, right? Okay, we're gonna put our sentiment we're gonna take, do you want a blue flower or pink flower? I don't know. I do have a couple of leaves. Oh, let's try to punch a flower and see if you like that one better. And I'll show you the previous content. I always need to kind of practice my fold first. Not fold, but kind of decoration, because I need time and kind of wiggle stuff around. I'm not the best to come up with stuff on a fly, but I'm getting better. I think it's like exercising. You're getting better if you keep stamping and doing things. All right, let's get a little bit of wet glue holding the flowers. Really nice, because then you could kind of move it. But for the sake of a video, we're gonna do glue dots, as it doesn't require drying. Still have my small white. I do have those flowers. See, they're just a little bit bigger and they not necessarily fit. I guess they fit. I don't know. Let's see. I bet this gatefold 3 ways with by the Bay paper gonna be beautiful, because that paper, some of them have this kind of gold shine stuff, so you don't really need to do much decorating. So I bet it's gonna be super pretty. I'll try it this weekend probably. Don't have any big plans this weekend. Sometimes it's nice not to have plan. Oh, obviously I need to get ready for 2 classes. One is Tuesday, I have my team meeting, and we're doing 4 cards and discussing new catalog. And Friday and Saturday I have one, so gonna be a pretty busy week. I don't know what I like. What do you think? I'll need to play with that. All right, let's just go with blue, because I'm liking blue. Let's just do blue. And what you can do as well, remember how we layered the punched flower? It's actually, you could layer your stamped flower, and it layers really nicely if you have tiny flower, which I had somewhere, and I don't have it anymore. Let's see. Oh, I have 2 leaves. Oh, I have my flower. I see it. No, and it's pink. Guess we will do this one, because my small flower is gone. Do 2 leaves, and then it's gonna be our fold. And I'm not sure I love it with this one. I think for the future I will use more monochromatic pattern for the front. But idea is for me to show you those 2 folds, that when you kind of thinking about gatefold, you know that you could try to do them 3 ways. And sometimes it's cool challenge to try something. I know, knowing which design you're trying, and just use the paper that you have and some other pieces. And let's see, we will have some bling somewhere, and the cards will be done. We clean our, I think it's coming really nicely. I'll add the ribbon after, and just check Friday my blog, and you will see how I finish those things up. All right, let me show you what we made. I'll clean the mess because it's a little bit too much, even for me. And I'm not a clean stamper. Okay, so this is gatefold 3 ways. So this is one of the cards. It will require a little bit more. So this is, see, I like the contrast a little bit better, but it still was harder to decorate those panels because of the design. So this is one of those panels. Then we made the standard belly band gatefold. So this is one, and this is slightly different. So this one I used the actual label from So Sentimental. So here's those two. And then your standard gatefold, it's gatefold, but your focal point is attached to one of the panels. And here is the two that we made. All right, let me show you some ideas. And if you're club members and you receive your packages, you'll be busy. You have more things to do. So for my club members, I designed 3 more cards. It's not, I just designed them today, but I will post it. And so this is the same Z fold. I call it Z fold because of last time. It's our standard gatefold. So this is one of the cards. I do use all the flowers is used from a DSP. So just use a fussy cut or die cut. So this is the one. This is the other one. So that focal point is slightly different, right? It's kind of more square, and I use designer paper and that swirly element. And this is the other one. And this is what I'm telling you. This is how not to glue it because I glue it wrong. But when you glue in, just make sure those 2 panels go on one side and this one goes on another one. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoy learning something new. Hop into your craft room and try this fold. Friday, I will post all the pictures on my blog, funstamper.com. And stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week. And until then, happy stamping. Bye.